Hello friends, welcome to the Mac tutorial. In this video, we are discussing about the Joule cycles. Joule cycle is also known as a Brayton cycle. This Joule cycle consists of 4 processes in which 2 processes are the isentropic process and 2 processes are constant pressure process. Look at the PV and TS diagram of Joule cycle. In a PV diagram, there are 4 processes: process 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and process 4 to 1. Process 1 to 2 is known as the isentropic compression process. During this isentropic compression process, air is compressed from a pressure P1 to the pressure P2. Due to the compression of air, there is also a increasing temperature from T1 to T2. Here, there is a reduction in the volume during the compression stroke. Here, this is the V2. Now, second process is process 2 to 3. Is known as the constant pressure heat addition process. During this process, heat is added at a constant pressure. Due to the addition of heat, there is a increasing the temperature from T2 to T3, as well as there is a increasing the volume from V1 to V2. Next process is the process 3 to 4. This process is known as the isentropic expansion process. During the expansion process, pressure is a drop from P3 to the P4, as well as temperature is decreases from T3 to T4. Process 4 to 1 is known as constant pressure heat addition process. Constant pressure heat rejection process. During this process, heat is rejected to the atmosphere at a constant pressure. Here pressure P1 is equal to P4. Due to the rejection of heat, there is a decreasing temperature from T4 to T1, as well as there is a decreasing the volume from V4 to V1. This is the overall working of the Joule cycle. Now we calculate the thermal efficiency of the Joule cycle. We know that the formula for thermal efficiency of Joule cycle is equal to work done divided by heat supplied. Here we can write work done is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied. Now we give this is the equation number 1. Now heat supplied during the process 2 to 3 and heat is rejected during the process 4 to 1. So consider first process 2 to 3. Process 2 to 3. During this process, heat is added to the system. So we can write heat supplied is equal to mCp T3 minus T2. Here m is nothing but the mass of air, Cp is nothing but the specific heat of air, and T3 minus T2 is nothing but the temperature difference during the 2 to 3 process. Now consider process 4 to 1. During this process, heat is rejected at constant pressure. So QR is equal to mCp T4 minus T1. Put the value of QS and QR in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes, so we can write thermal efficiency is equal to QS mCp T3 minus T2 minus QR mCp T4 minus T1 divided by heat supplied mCp T3 minus T2. Here mCp are common in both numerator and denominator, so here we can cancel this. So efficiency is equal to T3 minus T2 minus T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2. Here T3 minus T2 are we can take as a common, so equation becomes is equal to, here T3 minus T2 divided by T3 minus T2 get cancelled, so remaining 1 minus T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2. Now 1 minus, here we can take T1 outside the bracket and T2 from outside the bracket, so equation becomes T1 T4 upon T1 minus 1 divided by T2 T3 upon T2 minus 1. Here we give equation number 2. Here now consider the process 1 to 2. 1-2 process is known as the isentropic compression process. So we know that the relation between the temperature and pressure for the isentropic process is equal to T2 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon P1 raised to the power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. Here P2 upon P1 is nothing but the compression ratio. Here P2 upon P1 is nothing but the compression ratio. Here we can write compression ratio is equal to P2 की जगह हम यहाँ पर P2 is equal to P3 है, P3, P1 is equal to P4 है, so we can write P4. This is the compression ratio. We can write this T2 upon T1 is equal to pressure ratio. Sorry, this is pressure ratio gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. We give equation number 3. Now consider other isentropic process, that is a 3 to 4 process. 3 to 4 process, same relations. T3 upon T4 is equal to P3 upon P4 raised to the power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. Here P3 upon P4 is nothing but the pressure ratio, so we can write T3 upon T4 is equal to Rp raised to the power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. Here we write equation number 4. Equate the equation number 3 and 4. Here look at the equation number 3, right hand side of this equation number 3 and right hand side of the equation number 4 are equal, so we can write equate equation 3 and 4. So T2 upon T1 is equal to T3 upon T4. Here we can write this equation as, look at this equation number 2. Here T4 is here, T4 divided by T1 as it is, T2 here, T3 upon T2. Look at these equations. Here T4 upon T1 is equal to T3 upon T2. Look at the equation number 1. T4 upon T1 is equal to T3 upon T2. This term is the same, T4 upon T1 minus 1 and T3 upon T2 minus 1. So equation 2 becomes, here T4 minus T1 minus 1 divided by T3 upon T2 minus 1. This term is get cancelled. Remaining is 1 minus T1 upon T2. Now T1 upon T2 is nothing but the here equation number 3. Here is a T2 upon T1. We can take the reciprocal of this. So we can write thermal efficiency is equal to 1 minus, we can take a reciprocal of T1 upon T2. So this is the reciprocal 1 upon Rp raised to the power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. This is the thermal efficiency equation of Joule cycle. From this equation we can say that the Joule cycle efficiency is depends upon the pressure ratio. So guys, thank you for watching this. Please subscribe my channels. If you like this video, share to your friends. Thank you very much.